So on this video, I'm mounting the tremolo, and one thing I did was I put the low E saddle and the high E saddle all the way out on the travel distance, so I could line it up on the from the nut, right inside the nut where the nut faces the fretboard, right to the top of the saddle. I'm going to use this tape measure, 26.5 right to the top, and on the low E string, 26.5 right to the top. So it's right on, 26.5. And then I made sure I lined it up also to the edge of the fretboard, and I just did that with a piece of string. So hold on one second here and I'll show you that. Piece of string, just sewing string. So I just went from the high E string, the nut, and right over the hole where the string will come through the body. And I have equidistant from the edge of the fretboard on the low E and the high E, right over the hole where the string's going to come through the body. So I went ahead. Now what I'm using for a bit is 7/64. It's smaller than an eighth, and I went ahead and it's very sharp. And I actually took a brad point bit and I actually center hold it there, put a punch in the center. So this is not a brad point, so this will actually find its center point. And I went ahead and figured out the depth. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go ahead as vertical as I possibly can and drill. I think I'm just going to drill the two outside first and then sink those and then drill the rest. So I'm just going to go ahead and drill right on the center. This is a very sharp bit. I'm just going to go ahead and do it again right here, and I've brad pointed that center, so it'll find that center spot right on the hole. Perfect. So I'm just going to go ahead and use a little butcher's wax again to get these screws mounted. I'm going to go ahead and use these as a guide to hold it in place while I drill the rest of the holes. Oh, it's going in just perfect. That was the right size bit. Not too big. I think 1/8 would be too much here. I'm not going to go all the way down because I want the bridge to be able to move. So I think 1/8 was too much. 7/64. And I used my caliper just to make sure that the screw was definitely the bit was definitely smaller than the screw. Little butcher's wax there. Go ahead and goes in real easy. Real easy. Don't tighten it down all the way, give it some room to move, right? And it looks like it's lined up perfectly. So I'll just drill the rest and I'll be back.